Beautiful humans. My friend Joanna keeps saying humans, so I'm like, you know what, we're gonna start the intro of this video saying humans because you are all beautiful humans, and you've clicked here because we're going over on how to sew a button. So let's get straight into that. So there's two situations: either your button fell fully off or your button is loose. If your button is loose, take your seam ripper and cut it out just like this. Just pull out any leftover thread, and now we are going to sew the button back. So what I like to do, I like to take a small bit of chalk and draw an X. Then I thread my needle, and the way you thread your needle is that you're gonna cut 12 inches of thread, fold it in half, enter it inside the eye of the needle, and then this is a trick. There's no need to do those knots, or like, you know how people use their fingers and do like this to knot it? I don't do that. My trick is that I sew it in, then I insert the tip of the needle inside this loop, and that locks it in, and there's no knot there. Once I have that, then I go in and sew in that X. Bring it up and down, up and down, up and down. You're gonna repeat this about 6 times. What I'm doing is following the outline that I drew with the chalk to create the X where I will land the button on top of. Once I'm in the front, I bring back my button, place it on top of this X. You're gonna place the button there. Now take the second needle and place it on top of the button. Having that extra needle there will help you guide and have a firm grip once you're sewing in and out. So that's what you're gonna do now. You're gonna start in and out, sew in and out, and this you're gonna do about 6 times. As you guys noticed, I removed the second needle. I personally find it easier freestyling this X. Like, instead of having the second needle there, I like to just hand sew it, following the holes and creating this X, and it's basically the X that we have underneath. So I find it that as a guide, the X underneath is helpful enough. So I just continue this back and forth, and look guys, so in the back it's nice and clean. It's not sloppy because I'm following a nice square shape. Here I reinserted the second needle just to create the puff and lift up the thread so it can have a much more thicker and almost oval shape to it. Just continue the same step. Now I took it out, and voila, see, there's a difference as to the way it looks. So now I'm just going back and forth, reinforcing the X because, you know, we want to keep it nice and tight in there. Now I re-enter the thread from the back but without entering the hole, and we're going to wind thread underneath here of the button. You're gonna wind, and that's gonna create the shack. This is gonna give you a nice firm tight grip into your button. And once you repeat that about, again, 6-8 times, you're gonna get a feeling for it once you see it done. And here you're going to do about 2 to 3 back stitches. Once you have those back stitches done, you're gonna cut the thread, and that's it. You're done. That's how you sew a button. Sewing button can be so easy. You don't even need to buy a new shirt. I really hope you enjoyed, guys. You can use this technique to sew back button in your shirt, in your pants, in your jacket. There's a whole versatility of this technique, and you actually learned a lot through this because you learned the back stitch, you learned how to thread your needle, you learned how to lock your thread in. Look at you. You won't need to run out and buy new shirts. Maybe you don't know it or not, but you're part of a movement of slow fashion, of conscious fashion, where instead of getting rid of clothing and buying more, you're taking the time out to preserve your clothing and wear it for many more times. And maybe you're doing this because you just don't want to buy a new one. Either or, thank you so much for being interested in wanting to learn how to hand sew. It makes me really, really happy. So any further ado, this is the end of the video, guys. Before you leave, please, I would love for you to subscribe and like the video. It helps grow the channel and allows me to devote more and more time into creating these videos for you. So subscribe, like the video, and share it in your social media like Instagram, Facebook. Let this video go as viral as it can go, because we need to show everyone how to hand sew your button back, because it's that easy. Like, anyone can do it. Oh, I was about to leave and I was about to forget to tell you to make sure to click in the written blog post where I write all the instructions that I go over in this video. Now we're saying bye. Till next time.